Okay, we're going to continue on with linear systems here. One of the previous problems we did, we had something where like these were opposite. So in other words, instead of this being negative y, it was a negative 3y, or you can see it as minus 3y. But we said these work really nicely when you get these opposite. And the reason being is you could say that this one, since it's 0, if you add it to this one, since this one's equal to 30, you should get 30, because 0 plus 30 equals 30. Good with that? Okay, so adding the two boxes together, we know is going to give us a total of 30, because 0 plus 30 is 30. And if we add these together algebraically, anybody know what we would get? If you add all of this and all of this, both those boxes, combine them together. Yes.
3. 3. Like in a whole problem, or?
Yeah. If you put this, and this
yeah,
all together.
3x plus x, minus 3y plus 3y.
And then you could go one more step with it after that too.
The negative 3y and positive 3y cross cancel, and then you can combine the x's and 4x.
And you would have got it if I would have said t-chart. If I would have said t-chart, you would have got it. So basically you could just put those into your t-charts. You remember how to do that?
Yeah.
How many t-charts would you have for that?
2.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, we put all that together. That would give us 4x. And then we got a pretty simple equation from there, right? 4x equals 30. So do you guys see that this would work pretty easily if we could get those to be opposite? Okay, so what I want to do is go back to the original problem here. 3x minus y equals 0. And x plus 3y equals 30. So we just illustrated how well it works when you get these opposite. So we need to come up with a way to get these opposite. And remember, this has an invisible 1 in front of it right now. Any suggestions how we could do that? Okay, so what you could do is you could multiply this by 3. But the rule says whenever you're multiplying or dividing with equations, when you multiply or divide, you have to do it to how many of the bubbles?
All of them.
All of them. Perfect, man. Alright, so we know we'd have to multiply this bubble by 3 in order to get it opposite of this one. Does everybody agree with that? Okay, so when we multiply, we got to do it to all of them. It's going to transform this equation into positive 9x, negative 3y, 0. And now I'm going to put it with this equation that's right below it. And we're going to do the process that we just got done doing, where we said, since this is equal to 0, and since this is equal to 30, then this box plus this box should equal 30, because 0 plus 30 is 30. And are you able to t-chart that in your head, or no?
Yeah.
What do you think you get when you put all that together? You don't have to if you can't do it off the top of your head, but
yeah.
What about if you put these two together? And your t-chart.
10x or 10x?
It'd be 10x. It'd just be 10x because you'd set up your t-chart like this, and then you always look up. And then these will just cancel out. So now we have positive 10x equals 30. And then most of you know once you get one bubble on each side, you divide by the number that's stuck to the letter. Those will cross cancel. And then if you reduce that, you'll get 3. And any suggestions of how you can find y? We have x. Any suggestions how you could find y? Suggestion?
Do you multiply it by 3 or like multiply the 1y by 3?
Multiply, you mean, are you looking at this bubble right here?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so what you could do is, now that we know what x is equal to, we could take the x, everybody knows there's an invisible times sign there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plug the x in, so 3 times 3, that's going to be 9. You could also take the 3 and plug it into this one, so it's going to be 3 plus 3y equals 30. And then you could work with either one of those equations. And this one, you could subtract 9 from both sides. You get y equals 9. If you did it if you did it the correct way, I should say, you should also get 9 if you did it over here. And then they're usually going to ask you to put it in an ordered pair form, so you always put the x before the y.